Hello everyone. Welcome back for another Sunday idea. Today I was inspired by a card that my friend Vicky made, and I decided, she did a Christmas card, but I decided to make my version. And she used an arch die in there, so I pulled out my Pink Fresh nested arches. I didn't use the largest, I used the next two sizes down. And I was looking for a paper that had some sparkle to it, and I realized I got this for free from scrapbook.com. I think I will die with all this paper. There's so much here. I wanted, as it works out, it's a periwinkle blue. I really tried to find a color to match it, and I didn't have anything. So I pulled out this blue and cut it out. So I'm going to do that. I pulled in my Spellbinders Build-a-Wreath, and I cut a bunch of the flowers out, and then the centers also. I needed an embossed background, and I couldn't find the one I wanted. I saw a checkerboard one. I could not find my checkerboard one anywhere, so I don't know where it is. So I pulled this one out, which is like an exposed brick kind of idea. And, oh, I forgot to cut my background piece for this. I need to cut a piece of blue to go behind it. So I will do that, and we'll come back and put our card together. Okay, got it cut. This piece goes on my card base, so I'm going to go ahead and add it. All right, let's put this down. This piece goes on next, and because it's embossed, I'm going to use my embossing on my double-sided tape. So let me get that going. All right, now these two go next. I will tell you, I really wondered if, oops, and I ran out of tape. My die would be able to cut this because it's glitter cardstock. It really didn't have any trouble. I ran it back and forth a couple of times, and then I have an old plate that I do this with. I flipped it over so that the cutting part's up, and I put that, I ran it through a couple of times, and it came apart without any issue. All right, that's embossed, so this is going to get double-sided tape. All right. I'm going to add some silver gems. I have them over here. I forgot to pull them out. I thought the silver would be nice. I like blue and silver together. There's certain colors I use gold with and certain colors I use silver with. All right, let's see. This goes right in the middle, so let me get that straight. It keeps moving on me. Hang on. Don't use these very often, and I should use them more often, as I'm finding out. Ooh. Man, they are strong when they're together. I'm going to put that there. You know, I put that down. Good thing this is a glass mat and it didn't stick. There. Now it's going to be straight. All right. There's that. Now I can move these out of the way. I think I'm just going to put them up here. That way I have them. I leave them in the bag and I wasn't using them, so let me pull them out. Ooh. As you can tell, they're very strong. That one is not like those. All right. So there's that. Now, I'm going to put my flowers together. I'm going to use this piece since it's here. Here it comes. I can just throw it away. I'm just going to put a dot of glue. And I debated about putting ink on there. I'm going to wait on that one. I seem to be missing one. Okay. All right, let's see how I can get this on. Nope. Let's try it this way. Ah, there we go. There. You just got to play with it. All right. Let me... Wow, I lucked out with that one. It went on so easy. I don't know where my other one went. I cut out 8. Oh, well, I guess I'm not going to put 8 on there. Okay. Somewhere there's one more. Don't know. All right, now to put the centers in. There's not much glue there. It didn't come off. And I used the same color blue. And I'm feeling where the edge is, so I know which is the top. I will find it when I'm done with my video, but that's okay. 3 is fine. All right, let me put these over here out of the way. And let's see. I'm going to kind of hold it and fluff them up. And I'm holding it so that they don't shift. Okay, let's get some foam adhesive here, and I've got these little pieces, so I'm going to put these on the back. If I need to fluff them some more after I get them on there, I can. All right, so we'll put one there. One there. I've got to find, and one there. I need to find a vine that I can cut out. What does this one have? Does it have something? Now I want a vine with leaves, so I've got to look for a vine with leaves. All right, gems. So here's my silver gems. And we'll add these. I'm going to kind of go in an arch there. And let's put 2 down here. And there's today's Sunday idea. I hope you enjoyed seeing this idea and that you'll come back next week to see what I play with again. Have a sensational Sunday. Bye.